Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic, and joining me, special guest, Canadian comedian Ron James. He's performing live at Massey Hall tomorrow night, Pedal to the Metal tour, and we have him here with us. And while he's here, we're going to put him to work.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a second calling if the comedy doesn't work out. This is perfect.
You're going to steal my job, aren't you?
Well,
I'm going on maternity leave. If comedy doesn't work out, he's going to take my job.
well, you know, I'm trying to suck my guts in. It's probably as big as yours right now anyway.
All right, well, we do have a good forecast, and Ron, you're gonna stand a little bit over here.
I've done television before. Look, the CN Tower point's coming out of the top of my head. Okay, we've got some March-like weather coming through this morning in April. We've got some brisk and breezy and quite chilly weather, actually, around Lake Ontario and Lake Erie, the entire Great Lakes region, as a matter of fact. How about that, man? I'm digging this. Look at this.
He's an absolute natural.
So you might want to be bundling up, layer.
Right.
I like my layers. There's no doubt about it. Well, you know, every Canadian has to appreciate their long underwear. Right?
They do.
I got the icebreaker merino wool. You know what? You can put that long underwear on in October. Yeah. You don't have to take it off until April. By the time you do, stand it up in the corner, you can compost it. Works out perfectly.
Yuck.
It's a great product.
I suppose.
It's a great product.
All right, now everybody wants to know about the weekend. We got Saturday and Sunday. What does it look like?
What's coming up on Saturday and Sunday? Well, if you'll note, if you're in BC, you're laughing. If you're in the West, you're laughing. Right on the other side of the Rockies, across the Great Divide, in the lands of Shangri-La, no problem at all. But what you've got is a cool system rolling over the Rockies, moving east. Whoa, wait a second. It is warming up. We've got some sunny weather. It's almost like California. Look at that, 12 degrees, 11 degrees all week long. This is going to be a great week coming up in the weekend. Nice and cozy. But once again, cool today, bundle up. And we've got some warm weather coming for the weekend, though. So
I don't even really need to be here anymore. I think. You can just stay for the rest of the morning.
Listen, I never did talk in sound bites. I thought I was supposed to say the weather. Am I talking too much?
That was great.
Oh, okay then.
Fantastic.
Good. By the way, you snowmobilers, get off the ice. It's gone.
He's going to be coming up with Tom Reynolds in just a few moments to do a quick traffic update. And don't forget his show tomorrow night at Massey Hall. Special guest joining us in studio, Ron James. He is with Tom Reynolds, and I tell you, the two of them could probably be trouble put together for a long time.
Yeah, well, hey, Ron, it's nice to have you here.
It's all good, brother.
It's good
Pleasure.
to see you. It's nice to see you. I've been laughing at you your whole life.
But you're older than me.
That's right.
Sure.
I am. So I've been laughing at me, or you, all my life.
Well.
And you guys, and you have been in traffic for a long time. You had the tour, The Road Between My Ears.
Absolutely.
Back in 2004, I remember that.
Yeah, that was my first one, actually.
That was a great show.
Yeah, and that was the one that was based on my trip across the Rockies in the dead of winter.
Right.
Right, when in the blink of an eye, a 3-lane road becomes a snow-crusted goat path, a Taliban refugee with a winning lottery ticket wouldn't cross.
Say that 3 times.
Wow.
You just did.
Oh, I said it a lot of times, actually. I toured that show for 2 years.
And this show is what? This one is called Pedal to the Metal?
It is, yes.
I'm asking you all tomorrow.
Yeah, I've been on the road for 15 years. And you know what? The Weather Network and traffic has been my lifeline across Canada, because you always got to watch what's going on. You never know if you're going to hit a tornado in the prairies or if you're going to hit a nor'easter in the East Coast.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's very bad. But you've been doing really traffic for a long time. Right now, look at this. I mean, downtown.
Brilliant.
Massey Hall.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Yeah, hey, look, you got me up there.
You were there.
All roads lead to Massey Hall.
Exactly, right. And do you know where it is? Have you been there?
Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm about 7 blocks from Massey Hall, so tomorrow night, it's the first gig I'll be able to walk to in 17 years.
That is good.
But I'll have to pack a lunch and leave in the morning.
Well, you know what? It's a beautiful venue. It's a great venue. You got 2,700 people.
Iconic room. It's fantastic.
You'll be absolutely awesome there. It's going to be just a great show.
Well, I can't wait. You know, it's I've been in Toronto for 35 years. I say I live in Toronto, but the country's my home. And it's been an exemplary city for me. I mean, the first house I ever bought in CO was in the Beaches, and it was a semi-detached. We lived beside a 95-year-old widow who paid less for her house in 1921 than it cost me to get mine painted.
Well, I think this is going to be a great show, and it's so nice to...
Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Wednesday, it is April the 22nd. I'm Emily Vukovic, and of course, joining me, comedian Ron James. You've got a big show tomorrow night down at Massey Hall.
I do, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are. Pedal to the metal.
It's the first time I've been able to walk to work in 17 years.
17 years?
Yeah, but with the construction in Toronto, I'll probably have to pack a lunch and leave in the morning. But
maybe.
Anyway.
All right, now you grew up in Atlantic Canada.
I sure did.
The difference between Atlantic Canada's weather and our weather here in the GTA is pretty much like night and day.
Well, this year in Atlantic Canada, it's been mythic.
Look at the size of the snowbanks in Atlantic Canada compared to the size of our snowbanks, which are non-existent. We're on the right.
Look
What
at
we're
that.
looking at. Yeah.
That looks like Fellini's Amarcord. It's unbelievable.
There's our traffic.
Look at that.
Yeah, and there's Maritime.
Oh, my goodness. About the only thing the winter hasn't thrown at the Maritimes are White Walkers.
See, now if I watched Game of Thrones, I'd be right up there with you, but I don't.
Well, they'll be glad to see winter gone. I know my folks haven't seen the backyard fence since January.
See?
And then with the ice storm they got after a snowfall, there's a sedimentary layer of snow. Yeah, so it's kind of like the strata that you'd find somewhere in the Grand Canyon. It's just rock hard.
All right, well, our weather isn't too bad this week. If you are traveling down to Ron's show tomorrow night at Massey Hall, I mean, conditions are going to be cool. It's going to feel more like March, 5 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah, well, the David Letterman show, the studio is always a little chilly.
It's freezing.
Yes, it is. And so, but one of the beautiful things about, performing in Toronto, my city of 35 years in the spring, the access lanes, the Gardeners now got 6 lanes open.
I know, but they're
right?
closing the DVP for
Yeah, but I'm in there on the Thursday. Actually, the DVP is closed.
the weekend.
You'll probably be able to get to the 401 from downtown Toronto faster when it's closed than you can when the traffic's moving, because that's an oxymoron.
I would think so. Well, the weather as we get closer to the weekend is not going to be too bad. Let me see if you can give us a quick weather forecast. I'm just gonna stand
Really?
here. Yeah.
I get to do it?
You get to do it all by
Oh,
yourself.
wow. I don't want to block the lakes.
Okay, well, let's get you
Look,
to the weekend.
have you done TV before, Ron? Where do I stand?
Right
Well,
there,
this is
good.
beautiful. We've got a fair mix of sun and cloud for the weekend, and that's because a nice benign weather system will be moving in and pushing the cold out. We've got some nice sun, some very nice temperatures,